They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Making side adjustments here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Pulls it in. It's McCutcheon. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're working that left side. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, Texas! Fitted in the window for the score. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up when you do something good like this early. That burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special team, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. To work up top. He lets him fly. He's got it down the right side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ohio State. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you could string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback making checks. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it along the sideline. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's McCutcheon. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. It's a draw. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, looking to pass. The throw. Takes a grab past the marker. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Quarterback adapting. He'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
To the air on second down. Flips it out on the screen. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll try to run for it. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Buckeyes will line it up on first and 10. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Buckeyes are threatening on first and goal. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll run it on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Fowler. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards. But how about the other? They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Floats it out in space. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Turns it on in midfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the net.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion. He'll
pull it down and run. Looking for room at the 30. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the outside. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Now the play fake. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by 10 to Florida Atlantic. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll move the tight end. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Longhorns will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He makes the catch back up in his own territory. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Texas, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind.
Got some room to run. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level.
Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Texas 14. Texas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Quarterback making adjustments. He'll do it himself on the draw. Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Gets it out quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there, and the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to take off. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Tripped up for the tackle. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
6 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up.
Ready? Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
He's taken down at the 2-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal for this offense.
It's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make it. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Fires into the end zone. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Number 8.
With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over San Jose State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll go to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Looking down the middle. He's got it. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Texas.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
They try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. And just when you think the defense had forced a field goal try, a devastating mistake like this gives new life to the offense.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
The field goal is no good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Fires it down the seam. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Finds a man on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. And the ball's out there after it. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The screen, he can go. Oh, he's got some room, entered to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man quickly.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Finds his tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Taking it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
3, Texas. 14. Texas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today. And
he uncorks one deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.